So I'm here in Clacton, a special place for me actually, because 10 years ago when I had far fewer lines on my face and far more hair, I was here with Douglas Carswell, and now of course we've got Nigel Farage standing in Clacton, a massive election, vitally important for reform and for the country, and a big public meeting that I'm going to be going to tonight in Clacton as part of this campaign. Going to be out and about today in Clacton. This should be really interesting.
Stop the boats!
We are in Clacton with Dr. David Ball, Deputy Leader of Reform. How are you doing, David?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you very much indeed. Look at this venue, it's going to be absolutely extraordinary.
It's going to be awesome, it's going to be awesome. So we've got this big meeting in Clacton tonight. You're going to be introducing Nigel?
I'm the MC, so I shall be the warm-up act and making sure that everyone knows that the boss is about to arrive.
And you've been doing a lot of the media, I've noticed, on the contract. It's not the manifesto, the contract with the people. How do you think that's been received?
Well, I'd like to say pretty well, actually. I'm delighted, actually. Yesterday was a very hard day. I started at 4:30 yesterday morning. I'm so tired, I can't remember if it was morning or afternoon. So I started at 4:30. I did interviews all the way through. Actually, the response has been brilliant. People are really waking up to the offer that we have, and we've been really honest with people about what we've done. We had the draft contract on the website. People have then fed back to us. We've changed it. The final version then was published yesterday. I think everyone's pretty excited, and I also know the Labour Party and the Conservative Party are terrified.
And finally, what's your message to Clacton today?
Look, we're a small insurgent party and we're growing every single minute. We're now polling 17, 18, 19%. Nigel will make an excellent member of Parliament. You and I both know very well he is excellent at holding people's feet to the fire. He will shake up the establishment. The simple message is, if you live in Clacton, you have to vote for Nigel Farage. Okay,
I'm with Peter Harris, a local councillor here in Clacton. And Peter, some big news today, I believe.
Yes, some really exciting news. In fact, 4 of us councillors have decided that we're going to give Nigel full support, and we are forming the first ever Reform UK group on tendering district council.
Wow, so what made you make that decision then, and what do you think the feeling is on the ground as we approach the general election in terms of reform in Clacton?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, we have to get electoral change here, and we have to absolutely make sure that we get an MP that's backing us MPs. And not only will this be an historic moment for Clacton, but also for our country. Getting Nigel elected here is huge, absolutely huge, and myself and my fellow councillors will do everything we possibly can to ensure that our country gets that, and if we can support him when he becomes MP for Clacton, it would be my greatest honour to do so. The feeling on the ground is one of excitement. There's a real buzz about the town, and we're just really excited. We've been around the whole of the district. We've been to Frinton, into the heartlands of the Tory land, and absolutely, we're getting so much support there, and we've got so much support in Clacton, in Jaywick, in all the surrounding rural areas as well. It's just quite unbelievable.
And what do you think, Nigel Farage as Clacton MP, what would that mean for the area and the people here, do you think?
Oh, it will mean first and foremost that we've got an MP that cares about this area, and we have an MP that is not only prepared to stand up for us locally, but also on the national stage as well. I think that Nigel will bring huge investment into this locality, and an area that's been forgotten by politicians for decades and decades and decades. And I think that Nigel is the man to do it.
So Nigel, I've known you a while. You've done a lot of campaigns. This one feels different to me. Do you agree with that?
Well, we've got over 2 weeks to go, so never count your chickens or anything silly like that. But I do think there's a sense of momentum. And I don't just mean in Clacton, I mean around the country. We are being talked about more than anything else in this election campaign. You know, our poll ratings are going up. They're going to keep going up. But I think there's a huge number of people who are like this, thinking whether they're going to do it or not. So, no, at the minute, it's a very exciting time, it really is.
So does your gut instinct tell you potentially that the potential for reform here could be beyond what we saw something like UKIP and the Brexit Party?
Well, yeah, I mean, UKIP in 2015 got 4 million votes around the country, but only one seat, Clacton. This is bigger than that. And there is no doubt in my mind this is much, much bigger than that. Now, what it leads to, what it means, I have no idea. But I mean, the Brexit Party was a European election and was a phenomenal success. But this feels bigger than that too. There's something very big happening out there. And look, if I'd had 6 months of it, goodness knows what we could have done. But you know, in life, you've got to deal with the hand of cards that you're dealt. And it's very exciting.
And a big public meeting here tonight. What's your message to the people of Clacton?
Well, the message is, if you agree with what I'm saying, stand up, get involved, help us. You know, we need help to do this, and word of mouth is powerful. But I want people to take posters, get engaged, spread the message, and you know, you have a national figure representing a constituency that's always been regarded as the end of the line.
Please be upstanding and welcome the leader of Reform UK, Nigel Farage.
Good evening, Clacton! Guess who's back? Back again. Actually holds a very, very special place, not just in my heart for that, but actually in terms of the history of this country. And so special has Clacton been that I came back here and campaigned in the 2015 general election, I came back here and campaigned in the 2016 referendum, I came back here and campaigned in the 2019 European elections, and just over a year ago, I did a live GBU show from Clacton. In fact, some people think I've been here so regularly that I'm actually a regular customer down the spoons on the front, but it's not actually true. So let me ask you. Put your hands up if you're prepared to help me. Well, that is absolutely amazing. I made that commitment to you. You made that commitment to me. We're going to win this seat in Clacton. We're going to win many other seats around the country. As a party leader, I'm going to be incredibly busy and travelling all over the country. So, to be successful as a Member of Parliament for this constituency, I'm going to need some very, very good local people on the ground to help me make it work. So I have an announcement to make tonight. We have some councillors who are now, tonight, not just going to join me, but join Reform UK. They were elected as Conservatives, but they no longer recognise that party to be even vaguely what they thought it was when they were elected. And I want you please to welcome first Jeff Bray, Councillor for Little Clacton Ward, Chair of Tendring District Council in 21 and 22, former TDC Cabinet Member, former Vice Chair of Planning and Standards, former Chair and Vice Chair of the Clacton Conservative Association. Jeff Bray is coming out tonight. He's joining me. He's joining the Jeff Bray is not on his own, because Peter Harris, who represents Wheeling and Tendring, Chairman of Tendring District Council 2022 to 2023, long-standing member of Planning Committee, former member of the Clacton Conservative Association, long-time friend of mine, Peter Harris, joins Reform UK tonight. Who represents Frinton Ward, former chairman of the Clacton Conservative Association, long-standing member of the Planning Committee, and Richard tonight joins me and joins Reform UK. And last but by no means least, James Codling, elected as a Conservative in 2019, for the appropriately named then Blue House Ward, and he serves on the licensing committee, which I think is a very good thing personally. And he gives overview of the services and resources committee, and James Codling too joins me and joins Reform UK on this stage. Right, there's now going to be, wow, isn't that pretty cool? I reckon this will be happening before long all over the country, because the party for which these guys were elected now stands for nothing. It serves no purpose. It'll be incapable of standing up and fighting for the rights of the people of this country against what's going to be a very weak Labour government.